Hello, good afternoon. Today's topic is ways to help your hair grow faster and stronger. First point is cool it down. Heat styling can break and damage your hair. If you often get blowouts or use curling or straightening iron or hot comb, your hair may not grow as quickly as you would like. If you must use heat, spritz on a heat protectant first. Use coolest settings. Work quickly. Heat touching your hair as little as possible. Don't use it every day. Okay? Next point is let wet hair be. Wet hair is super stretchy. If you brush it when it is dripping, you could break strands or damage the cuticle. That shingles like cells that protect each hair. Using tools on very wet hair can create bubbles in the hair shaft, making it extra fragile. If your hair's straight, let it air dry, then comb gently with a wide tooth comb. For textured curly hair, gently detangle with a wide tooth comb while it is damp. Okay? Take care with color. Bleach and other chemical hair treatments like permanents weaken your hair. So it is more likely break before it grows to your longed for length. If you choose a hue not too far from your natural color, say their shades, you will need less damage peroxide. Always spot test store bought dye before applying it to your whole head. Okay? Get a trim. How could a haircut help your hair grow? When you get a trim, what comes off is the ends, the weakest parts of the strands. If left as is, those ends could break or split. Split ends can travel up to hair shafts and make your locks even shorter. Just don't cut too much if growth is your goal. Your hair grows about half inch a month, so you might trim for a 1/4 inch trim every 3 months or so. Stress less. Serious stress can send hair into a resting phase, skipping the stage that coexists it to grow. It may put you at higher risk for a condition called alopecia areata, where your own immune system attacks your hair follicles. It could also lead to trichotillomania, means a compulsive desire to pull out own hair, a strong urge to pull out your hair. Your hair might grow back when you reduce the stress in your life or find ways to manage it. care. If your hair breaks easily, it needs extra pampering. For example, black hair tends to be fragile. Don't over wash. Just do it enough to remove product buildup. That might be weekly or every other week. If you relax your hair, go to pro. Be sparing with touch-ups. Get them only about every 2 to 3 months and only to new hair growth. Treat your hair to hot oil treatment every couple of weeks. Extensions and braids. Weaving extensions or a weave might seem likely handy shortcut to the long locks you crave. But don't wear them for more than 2 to 3 months at a time and never pull them out yourself. It can harm your hair and scalp. If it hurts when your hair is styled into extension, braids, weaves or cornrows, they are too light and will damage your hair. Get into conditioner. Use conditioner every time you shampoo. It not only helps your hair behave and look better, and it strengthens it and shields it from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays. If you have fine hair, apply it to just the bottom of your hair to avoid weighing it down. For black hair, coat the tips well to nourish those fragile ends. Wait too fast. When you want to shed pounds, make sure your hair doesn't go with them. Just as stress can trigger hair loss, so can sudden weight loss. For example, if you don't get enough proteins, your body will use what it can get, and hair growth is low priority. When your nutrition returns to normal, it will grow back. But it is much better for you and your hair to follow a healthy, slower paced diet plan. Okay? 13. Crisp cotton linens feel good against your skin, but they might not be best choice if you have fragile hair. Some people swear by wearing a satin bonnet to bed or sleeping on a satin pillow cases. That won't make hair grow faster, but it may reduce friction and breakage. It feels luxurious too. Micro needling. Micro needling uses a roller with hundreds of fine needles to make tiny punctures in your scalp. It's shown promise in helping people with hair loss, especially when used with other treatments like minoxidil. Scientists think it helps the medications penetrate your skin. You can buy microneedling kits over the counter, but it is safer to see a dermatologist. Microneedling is complicated and can even make some conditions worse.